This is the plaintiff, Edward Cunningham. He says he was driving his Uber car with a passenger when the defendant rear-ended him on the highway. She started yelling at him, saying it was his fault, but it wasn't. It was hers, 100%. He's been driving longer than the defendant's been alive. She owes him the $1,787. It's gonna cost him to fix his car, and he's suing for it. Here and now. This is the defendant, Dina Singh-Q. She says the crazy plaintiff cut into her lane because he was in the wrong one, and he hit her 2019 Chevy Equinox, causing extensive damage. He has some nerve suing her when this whole accident was his fault because he made a radical and unsafe move. Oh, him? Ha! She's accused of rear-ending a guy. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $4,223.68 for damage sustained to her truck.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff was driving his Uber when the defendant rear-ended him, but the defendant says he cut into her lane. It's the case of stay in your lane.
All right, Mr. Cunningham and Ms. Singh-Q, you guys ran into each other literally on the road, correct? You were driving where and she was driving where? I want you to go ahead and come up to this board and pick a car to be you. Okay. And pick a car to be her. All right. So which one is you?
I'm here.
Okay, and there's how many lanes? It's
3 lanes. This is the extreme left, center, and this right lane only goes south.
Okay.
I was heading northbound on Mineola Avenue.
All right, so you two are in 2 lanes next to each other. Her lane can go which directions?
It could go straight as well as turn, but...
And then your lane can go in which directions?
Can turn also, and, you know, there's 2 other lanes
Wait. The lane you're in can turn?
Right, it could turn because...
Wait. If her lane can go left or go straight, are you saying your lane can also go left or go straight?
Well, the problem is when it's rush hour peak, everybody's exiting off the LIE.
That's not my question.
Well, that's the problem. You cannot, you have to turn here, so I signal.
Sir, my question is, what are the lanes designated? Are you saying, as you said in your complaint, that both your lanes can either turn left or go straight?
Right, they both can.
Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
This one is more far extreme left.
That's not my question.
It's both. You could do both.
How on earth can that be? Because if the 2 lanes are here, and this one can go left or go straight, and you can go left or go straight, she can go straight, you can go left, and you crash. So that can't be right, what you're saying.
Again, there's no way to get into this far lane, so the turning lane, you can turn from the center.
Or you might have to go straight if you're not in the correct lane, if you can't squeeze in there, and you might have to go straight and then make a U-turn somewhere.
All cars turn when it's rush hour.
Does anyone have a picture of the intersection? Okay, is this the intersection?
Yes.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? She's in the extreme right lane. She has the opportunity to turn right or go straight. The lane to the right of her cannot possibly have the same opportunities or there would be accidents. The city planners are at least more intelligent than that, okay? So your lane that you're in, which is to the right of her, can only go straight. I know it's not your favorite lane. I know your favorite lane is the one she's already in, but you weren't in that lane. You were waiting your turn. So what you wanted to do was go ahead and merge into the traffic. How is that accident her fault?
Well, like I said, this lane, there's no way to get over. Everybody's exiting from the LIE, and people do turn there. You just signal to turn because
you just signal to squeeze your way in.
No, there's 2 other lanes. There's a center and an outer lane.
This is the lane you're in, right?
Yes.
What's that arrow show?
It shows straight, but I signal to get over to there. There's not just there's 3 lanes. There's a center and an outer lane.
So what you're trying to do is alert her that your plans are to infiltrate what she's already in. Right?
But I'm not turning really into, if she's in the extreme left, I'm not turning in that left. I'm turning to the center or the outer lane.
Go ahead and go back. So you have the accident. The client is in there. Tell me from your perspective where you got hit and what happened. Go ahead and come on up and show me what you say happened.
We were both here when the light was red. And then when the light changed, I started going up, and he came and cut me off and clipped me right here on my front driver's side. And I hit his...
How far did you get?
Not very far. He started to go, I started to go, and he cut me off. I was still going straight.
Okay.
You know, I knew he couldn't make a left, so...
Right. Well, he can. You just thought he wasn't going to make a
I
left.
wasn't expecting him to make a left.
Okay, go ahead and go back to the podium and let me ask you a few questions. What happens after the accident? Do both cars pull over to talk or stay right where they are, or what happens?
We both pulled over. I asked him, why did you just make that left? And he said, because he can. I turned him around. I said, no, you can't. You can only go straight in your lane. And he said, well, I have a passenger. I don't have time for this. I said, I would like a police report. He said, I don't have time. We'll just do it through insurance. We'll exchange information. We exchanged information. He took off. I waited for the police to come. I tried to give a statement. He said, we can't do
How old are
anything.
you?
30.
Okay. According to you, you tell her, I told her I've been driving longer than she's been alive and to calm down.
Well, she started screaming at me initially. But again, I didn't wait for the police because I wanted to get Carlos, the passenger, to his work.
Yeah, try not having an accident. He'll get there faster.
Well, my license is clean, Judge.
I don't care that your license is clean. I care that the arrow says straight. You see? That's what you're supposed to do. Go straight. It's not the way you want to go because you want to make a left. So if you do a block earlier, get into the left-hand lane. Because if you haven't, you cannot merge into the lane you didn't wait in line for in order to make a left you're not authorized to make. This is so simple. I can't believe you had the hubris to sue her.
So if insurance pays for the accident, what can somebody sue for if they were not in the wrong?
Personal injury. Personal injury.
But the insurance company would pay for personal injury too, the other car. Is there anything that the insurance company would pay?
Probably negligent driving.
But that's what the insurance company pays. So you have no recourse to sue if you're the aggrieved party?
No, you don't. It's already covered.
What can you sue for? If the I'll tell you in a minute. Going inside the courtroom.
What you're supposed to do is go straight and then take the time, because you're in the wrong lane, to follow the law and then figure out another way to get to where you're going. Go make a U-turn, go to the next, keep going until you can make a U-turn. But one of your options isn't to make a left-hand turn from a straight ahead lane, period. Okay? So then he submits it to your insurance company. And what happens? They deny you.
Yeah, after not really responding, I tried to reach out to them. I had to send them a letter.
And then what about submitting it to your insurance company?
Well, it's an exclusion in New York State.
Well, actually what it is that your insurance would have to cover you for commercial use. That's what it is. You probably were paying for personal use, and then your insurance said, no. We're not going to pay you while you're using your car to make money as a Lyft driver. So that's what the exclusion is, because you'd have to pay extra to be able to use it for business use. All right, now you're suing for $4,223.68. You ended up submitting the claim to your insurance company, right?
Yes.
All right, and they paid you, right?
Yes.
That means you subrogated to them. That means there's a subrogation agreement. So your insurance company has a right to either seek that from his insurance company or seek that from him directly.
The total amount I am countersuing for, I want to get my $500 deductible back, and I just want to pay back the insurance so it doesn't affect my rates.
Has the new bill come in and did it go up?
No, not yet.
Right. When an insurance company pays out, you sign over something called, it's a subrogation agreement. And that means that you don't have the authority to seek the $4,000. You have the authority to seek what you're out of pocket. I know you're at, what's your deductible?
$500.
Do you, did you have to rent a car or anything else like that?
The insurance covered that.
All right. So on your claim against her, no. And on her claim against you, absolutely, whatever you're out of pocket. If what you're prepared to prove to me is just the $500, then that's my order. $500, verdict for the defendant.
So the plaintiff finds for the defendant, or rather the judge finds for the defendant, not the plaintiff. Mr. Cunningham, you kind of caught the wrath of the judge there.
I didn't even get to ask her why the claim was $4,000 versus what I remember seeing the insurance company for $2,100.
Well, they paid it, whatever her damages.
I wasn't able to speak really, about the whole. I'm not happy with it, but that's.
Well, obviously you lost. I understand you're not happy, but the judge felt you were in the wrong, totally in the wrong. Okay.
I disagree.
I'm sorry. In court, the judge's word is what counts. All right. Ms. Sinque, you came out all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you surprised to get sued by him?
I was very surprised to be sued by him. Not surprised I won, but
Yeah.
I was surprised to be sued.
Okay. Good day for you in court.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Harvey?
Okay, so the one thing I know you can sue for is the deductible. That if you have a deductible in the insurance and they don't cover the first $500, you can at least sue for that.